And it was an emotional day inside and outside of the Fairfax County Courthouse today as the case against Jesse Matthew Jr. takes a surprise turn.
Matthew's lawyers entered an Alford plea, which means the jury part of the trial is now over. Don Jeffries has more on what the new plea means and has reaction from those who were inside the courtroom.
3 days into the trial of Jesse Matthew, a surprise plea is made.
But a lot of defendants do it when they just don't want to admit what they did.
Matthew entered what's called an Alford plea on charges he attacked and molested a Fairfax woman in 2005. He acknowledged prosecutors had enough evidence to convict him, but didn't admit to a crime.
It feels to me similar to when I heard that Morgan was missing from the concert, and I said that it felt like the elevator dropped 2 stories, and I'm feeling like that.
Gil Harrington, whose daughter's death was linked to the Fairfax case through DNA, says while her husband is disappointed it wasn't a simple guilty plea, they're relieved the man she calls a predator is off the streets.
And my impetus and urge has always been to help save the next girl from this particular perpetrator and any other sexual perpetrator.
While she'll never be able to help Morgan put on her wedding dress or take care of her grandchildren, Harrington says it was important for her to sit through the trial to support the woman who returned from India to take the stand 10 years after her attack.
What my path is to find justice for Morgan, and part of that is associated with Mr. Matthews, and I felt like I was honor-bound to be in the courtroom here.
Harrington applauds the woman's courage.
She's the one that got away, and I'm sure she didn't feel like the lucky one, but thank God she did.
Prosecutors say there was no plea agreement and they won't change the sentence they'll ask for.
Obviously, we'll be seeking a substantial penitentiary sentence given the nature of these crimes.
The victim will give an impact statement at a hearing later this month ahead of Matthew's sentencing in October.
That was Don Jeffries reporting. Because of the Alford plea, Judge David Schell will decide on Matthew's sentencing on October the 2nd. Matthew also faces charges in the death of UVA student Hannah Graham, as well as being linked to the death of Morgan Harrington. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty in the Hannah Graham case.